Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh yes, it's Sunday and it is glorious today. The sun is out. Look at that. Oh, the spaghetti. I don't like the spaghetti. Fluffy clouds, blue skies, warm weather. It's quiet. Let's go, shall we? CMC is on the right hand side, and then you have Market and Sension Market on the right hand side. It looks quiet today. Left goes down towards Dakadao. We're going straight forward. We're going to go to the next flyover and we're going to go down Dakadao. We're going to go and see what they're doing on the roadworks. We're riding across. There we go, the jeepney runs the traffic lights. That's what you have to worry about here. They know the traffic lights, they know what's going on, and then they just jump early. And that's scary if it's a green light and you can go through. Somebody comes from the other side. Bizarre. Taxi driver, 5 miles an hour. Sunday, Sunday, feeling so fine. Oh, what a beautiful day. And what's your Sunday like, guys? We're going left here. Yeah, we're going left. As it says there, Dakadao. Oh, I always spell it with a C, and really, it's a K. On the right here, that greenery area is going to be turned into a park sooner or later. There's a couple of big signs in there saying they're going to start the work. Love to see how they're actually going to get people to go into the park when it's oh, there we go, when it's surrounded by roads. So on the left here is the sluice that runs down the middle of Dakadao. It runs down the Bahanging Road into Dakadao, and it always ends up flooding. So where all these trees are growing, in between the two trees, is this huge sluice. And this end of the road, they've not started doing the work. However, here on the left hand side, they've started part of the build. They've scooped it out, and they're going to turn around and start taking away the crash barriers, because you can see they're falling over, they're collapsing into the sluice, because the roads are each side, and then down the middle goes the water. See, they're building there. See that? There we go. And they're raising it. See how high they're raising it? Protect the trees. And this runs for about 2 kilometres down to the Dakadao flyover. Doing a great job, because when it used to flood, it used to fill up and come across the road. Now it will just go down the sluice and go out into the bay. Yeah. Now I don't understand why this side of the road is not as high as the other side. But there's the formers. They're still working. You can hear that. Guys doing some digging. But yeah, and there goes the formers there. I come down here a couple of months ago and actually had a look at it. All those, you see those concrete things just stuck in the road, they're tied to the trees to stop the trees falling over, because they're trying to save the trees, which is good, because that helps with the CO2 emissions. There we go, they've dug it out there, and then those concrete groins, they're holding the trees up while they put the concrete in and the concrete sets. but they don't put any support structure between each side, like a brace. There we go. So they haven't started down here, so we're coming to the end of Dakadao now, and we're going to go to the flyover. So they haven't sorted this one out yet, but they will do, because they can't just do the middle bit and then have lots of water flooding out of the middle bit and then flooding down here, because this is a lower area. So the flyover is here, and we're going to go right. If you go straight across, you come to the Dakadao sluice, which is at Leon Garcia Barangay, and this flows into that sluice under this flyover. Yeah, it's not an open sluice. They've actually, under the flyover, they created this massive drain that runs across the angle here to Dakadao, Dakadao sluice, and the waterway that goes out towards the sea. And there's a big orange and I think it's orange and green sluice gate there, so when it's high tide it doesn't push up underneath here. But there's signs here on the left hand side to say they're going to start work on the underground drain. Anyway, we're on the Boulevard of Life on Sunday. Join me, guys. So just here on the right, you can go here, and there is the famous Duterte restaurant, which is run by Sana. She's 81 years old and she's still working. Unbelievable. I've been in there a couple of times, and the food is really, really good. Basic, but flavoursome, full of body, and it's not expensive. Yeah, it's a really nice eat. So there we go. Bits for sale on the side of the road here on a Sunday. It's very quiet on the Boulevard of Life today. I named this road, I don't think it's called the Boulevard of Life, I think it's called the Boulevard. I just added the word life, because I seem to be on it quite a bit. It's the road that takes you around the city centre, which is on the right hand side here. It gets you from ECOLAND up into Dakadao and up into LANANG and out towards Sasa. You come up to the bridge and you turn right into Castellion, and then you go out towards Pampanga and Sasa and on the way to Tagum. But you have all these cyclists on the outside lane. They got a cycle path here, but he doesn't want to use that. He wants to be on the outside lane. He thinks he's got an engine. Yeah, right. Give me life. What a beautiful day. It's around 10:15. So enjoyable ride. There's the mosque on the right hand side there. It's down at Barangay 23C. It doesn't look like a mosque. It looks like a tall concrete building with a minaret on the top of it. But it calls out 6 times a day to call to prayer. The row house on the right hand side looks quiet. Halal house. There's more and more restaurants opening up with halal meat, which is halal chicken, really, or halal goat. I don't know whether you get halal pork. I wouldn't have thought so, because pork is against the religion, isn't it? But here we go. Nissan side is behind the Palomito area in Davao. Is the LTO office. This is where you get your license and your emissions testing and stuff like that. I was reading an article online this week, and it was turning around and saying that for scooters and motor vehicles there is a thing called an RDFI, I think it is, and it's an online registration at LTO. And what they do is they register your vehicle, so you don't have to go down to the LTO and go through that whole process. And 2 weeks after you register and done the checks, they send you this biometric sticker, which I think is very, very good. And it goes on the side of your vehicle, and it has to go in a certain area. You're not allowed to put it on the front, you're not allowed to put it on the back. It has to go on the left hand side on a scooter, just where your bum sits on the saddle. It goes on the scooter area there, underneath like the grab bars. It's waterproof, sunproof, but this is the but. If it gets damaged, they consider it as tampering, which picks up a fine. Strange really, isn't it? So you get this electronic tag that goes on your bike or on your car. They tell you where to put it, and it runs for 1 year. And it's things that you can go down to an LTO or an emissions test centre, let's get that right, an emissions test centre, and you can actually pay them to turn around and do the registration for your bike. I think it's about 1,500 peso. And I think this new online registration is to stop people using fixers. But that's what you've got to turn around and do as of this year. I got my bike registered 1 month before they brought it in, which pain in the arse really. So this guy, so we're just talking about that RDFI. Now the RDFI, you're not allowed to put on to this new registration plate. You see the colour coding on the bottom of it? That's what's coming out of LTO at the moment. So I think red is a car, blue is a scooter, and then where those bottom areas are gives you your district and your region, but you're not allowed to put your RDF against the registration, because you could just move the registration plate to another bike. Yeah, so where that lady's legs are there is where you put the RDFI LTO online registration certification as a sticker. It goes along there. It's about this long. It's got some biometric here, and it's got vehicle details here. So it turns around and says, like mine, Honda Click 150, 2019, and then it goes from there. And then the other thing I think they've actually got on it is they've actually put mileage on it. Yeah, so that you can check whether you've just not moved it onto another Honda Click from 2019. But as it sticks on, bloody hard to get off. But that is a new registration plate there, with the colour coding on the bottom, rather than blank. Don't do like that. It's taken years and years and years, but they're getting there. So it's a 300 LCJ. Don't know what district, don't know what region, don't know what year, but that goes with the RDF. RDFI, there we go. Oh. Right, onwards and upwards guys, it's lovely.